and I'm running for the office of Vacaville City Council. I am a registered Green Party member. I am endorsed by the Solano County Green Party. I also want to tell you that I'm a dad, I'm a veteran, I'm a Chicano, I'm a college graduate. I'm a counselor in a juvenile hall. By all statistical reasons, my chances of being here, of running for office, are not great. When I was born, my mother was on public assistance. My dad was in jail. I had free lunch at the school as a kid. I had to pass a test to not be an ESL. I had to prove that I could speak English. But with the help of many, including my grandmother who I was raised by, I'm here today, representing all those who were told that they didn't have a chance, didn't have a shot. So here I am. I'm doing this because it's the right thing to do for people out there that are in the struggle. For that kid on wherever street that you don't want to go to at night. That kid that says, the only option I see is to go to prison. So I'm doing it for that kid. That young person that's smart, but they can't catch a break because of what they look like or where they live. I just want to let them know, if you're one of those people in the room, if you're a young person that wants to make a difference in the world, you can run for office, you can do this. Sorry, I'm just a little bit nervous. Get some water. I want to say welcome to those that have been with the Green Party from the start. I want to say welcome to those from the Bernie Sanders movement. Locally, I want to thank everybody in Vacaville that volunteered to help out with the Bernie Sanders campaign. As you all know, in Vacaville, there's 27,000 registered Republicans out of 46,000 people. It's very red. It's very the land of Trump, Tea Party. The only thing is, we do have a lot in common with them when it comes to international affairs, when it comes to taking money out of government, when it comes to representing the people. And I try to focus on those issues. Just in Vacaville alone, as red of a place it is, we managed to get 5,000 votes out for Bernie. We registered voters 6-7 times. We canvassed, we held barnstorms. The last 4 days, we had canvassers that were out. The last few days from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. We knocked on almost 1,400 doors to get the vote out for Bernie. And the reason we did that was just for grassroots democracy, to get people out, to get people excited about a candidate that represents all that's important: climate justice, racial justice, social justice, gender pay equality, healthcare, just basic human rights. When I saw Bernie in Vallejo, of course, I dragged my daughter to see him in Sacramento also. I went to 2 rallies because I'm just so excited about the issues. Not just the person, the issues that Bernie and Jill represent. When he said, how many are in a job that you hate, but you stay just because of the medical? You know, how many small business owners in Vacaville that are Republicans that are paying $6,000 to $7,000 deductibles in their medical? This crosses all party lines. This is just basic human rights. Healthcare for all, education for all. When I sat down and spoke with the mayor of Vacaville, he's pretty conservative. So, you know, I told him, you know, investing in education, just like if we look at the GI Bill, every dollar we invest in, we get $7 back. It's just simple economics, right? His answer was, well, Bernie Sanders is a socialist. And I said, he's a democratic socialist. It's difficult because I talk to boomers, I talk to people from that generation, and it's like, yeah, at one point, California education was free. Healthcare was provided by your unions. You graduated high school, you're pretty much guaranteed a job. Now you go to college, you're struggling, you're paying student loans. You know, Bernie, Jill, everybody is saying, why are we punishing young people for getting an education? You know, I was working in Vallejo the last 2 years, working with young people that are just really struggling to make those good choices, and do something with their lives. You know, if they go to college, why are we holding them down with this burden of student debt? You know, life is already hard enough. We need to give them that relief. And Jill Stein is talking about that relief. Relieving all student debt. If we can bail out the corporations, if we can bail out the banks, why can we not bail out the people? It's the best stimulus plan. me, it's not even a progressive issue. It's not even a Democrat or Republican issue. It's an economic issue. And for me, it's selling that to those red people, talking about these issues that we have in common. Investing money gets us money. It's just simple as that. Like my brother also mentioned, we have 36 candidates on the ballot, you know. The main thing for me was just simple frustration, right? That last day, we canvassed from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and I went to go, you know, we're inputting data and all this stuff like that. And after I got my last person out, I was like, cool, I got 45 minutes. I'm going to get out there until it's time for people to not make it to the polls. And so that's what I did. When I got home at 9 o'clock, I checked on the Solano County Voter Registrar website, and my vote was not counted. I said, that is some bull, like my daughter would say. It wasn't counted because I was registered with another party, and I registered Democrat to vote for Bernie. And so it took me almost a week of talking to them and going, why is my ballot not counted? See what I'm saying? So we're doing all this work, and we're fighting against a rigged, you know, election system. Not only do we have a rigged economy, we have a rigged election system, and I wish Bernie would have talked more about that. You know, I love Bernie, but at the same time, he has to play politics. He has to get his agenda through. But the truth is, we were so involved in this campaign. Like, I went to the voter registrar and says, I want to be there when you're counting the provisional ballots. How many people went to the polls and they said this is the wrong polling place? How many people went there and they said, because you changed parties, you got to show your ID, or you have to do a provisional ballot? Those provisional ballots, me personally, everybody else, we went on that voter registration website and we were watching them day by day by day by day being counted. And all I know is the last 3 days, when we were watching those ballots being counted, there was 300,000 in Los Angeles, and magically, from those last 3 days, it went to 0. And we were watching those ballots being counted. I mean, they're full of, you know what? Alex Padilla is a Secretary of State. Alex Padilla is in bed with Hillary Clinton. We all know this. We all know John Garamendi is in the Clinton stay at his house. He was a superdelegate. We all know that when the rigged DNC, the votes were like 45 to 50 whatever % for Bernie Sanders, but the superdelegates voted like 90% for Hillary. That's some bull, right? Yeah. See what I'm saying? And when I watched the DNC, I supported local person Greg Adams. I was supposed to go off this.